Before iPhones became the pocket supercomputers we all carry today, there was a different kind of status symbol. Sleek, professional, addictive, the BlackBerry. But then, Apple entered the game, and what followed was one of the most brutal business battles in tech history, a war fought with innovation and marketing. This is the story of Apple versus BlackBerry. Our story begins in Canada, 1984. A company called Research in Motion, or RIM, is founded. In 1999, they launched the BlackBerry 850 pager. And that little device sparks a revolution. Soon, BlackBerry is the smartphone of choice for business elites, world leaders, and celebrities. By the late 2000s, people weren't calling them smartphones. They were calling them crackberries. The devices were that addictive. Even the President of the United States, Barack Obama, refused to give his up. But then, January 9, 2007, Steve Jobs walks onto a stage in San Francisco.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
The iPhone was unlike anything the world had ever seen. No keyboard, just a big, multi-touch screen. An iPod, a phone, and an internet device in one.
3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone.
At first, BlackBerry's executives laughed. Who would want a phone without a keyboard? How could a touchscreen compete with physical buttons? And to be fair, in those early years, BlackBerry was still on top. In 2009, they had nearly 50% of the US smartphone market. They were the kings. As Apple's popularity exploded, BlackBerry fought back, not just with products, but with this ad. In 2008, Apple launched the App Store. Suddenly, your phone wasn't just for email and texting. It could be a gaming device, a music studio, a social network in your hand.
Well, we're going to solve that problem for every developer, big to small. And the way we're going to do it is what we call the App Store.
BlackBerry? They didn't see it coming. Their app ecosystem was tiny. Developers didn't want to build for them. And customers? They started leaving. Behind the scenes, things were getting desperate. BlackBerry tried to fight back with new devices. The BlackBerry Storm, their first touchscreen phone. It was buggy and hated by users. The BlackBerry Playbook tablet, it launched without an email app. By 2011, BlackBerry hit its peak revenue of $20 billion. But after that, free fall. BlackBerry failed to understand the change in consumer behavior. BlackBerry clung to physical keyboards while Apple pushed touchscreens. They also ignored the app revolution. People wanted Instagram, Angry Birds, and mobile banking. BlackBerry thought email was enough. It wasn't. BlackBerry focused on government and business clients. Meanwhile, Apple went after everyone. Eventually, employees started demanding iPhones at work. That "bring your own device" trend cracked BlackBerry's strongest market. Failure to adapt with the technology and changing consumer demand. Wrong bets, bad products. That's how BlackBerry wrote its own downfall.
Dirty old river, must you keep rolling?
Apple, on the other hand, became unstoppable. The iPhone wasn't just a product, it was a platform. Meanwhile, Apple kept innovating. The iPhone got faster, sleeker, more apps. In 2010, they launched the iPad. In 2015, the Apple Watch, AirPods, Apple Pay, Apple Music. And every year, millions of people lined up to buy the latest iPhone. Apple demonstrated deep consumer insight, strategically positioning its devices as essential lifestyle enablers. Through compelling value propositions and emotional branding, they effectively captured customer demand and achieved market dominance. Apple's ads weren't about email servers or spreadsheets. They were about music, photos, games, and creativity. Instead of targeting a narrow audience of business users, Apple went broad. They spoke to students, parents, creatives, and everyday consumers. In doing so, they made the iPhone universal, not a niche product, but the centerpiece of modern life. So while BlackBerry's message was "work smarter," Apple's message was "live smarter." And in the end, it was Apple's positioning, emotional, aspirational, and inclusive, that won the world over. So what happened to BlackBerry? Did they vanish? Not exactly. In 2016, BlackBerry officially stopped making phones. Instead, they pivoted into software and cybersecurity. Their QNX operating system powers cars. Their enterprise tools secure businesses and governments. BlackBerry is no longer a phone maker, but they're still alive, in a very different way. In the end, BlackBerry will always be remembered as the pioneer, the company that gave us mobile email, BBM, and that iconic keyboard. But they couldn't adapt. Apple, on the other hand, reinvented what a phone could be, and changed the world in the process. So next time you unlock your iPhone, remember, before Apple ruled the world, there was BlackBerry. And for a while, they were untouchable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into tech history, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments. Did you ever own a BlackBerry? Or have you always been Team Apple?